that dial.
Don't touch that dial. Come on in, folks. We see you out there. Chat is live this morning, somewhat live. I don't think there's anybody even there yet this morning. Come on, let me know you're alive. We're still on daylight savings time. I forgot to remind everybody. Might get another viewership bump here an hour in. Got some great stuff to look at today. Great stuff. I think I say that every show because every show we do has great stuff in it.
Yeah, of course, yeah. But you're not going to say we've got some rubbish to look at, are you?
Well, you know,
even if it is.
We picked up this crap the other day. Thought we'd put it on the video.
We suffered through it. You have to also.
Might dig up something from this century one of these days.
Yeah, we're just like it's a bunch of modern stuff that's really crap. We're going to go through it because we had to. It's like watching films to review them and realise just how bad they are.
Ladies and gentlemen, get your barf bags ready. Here comes Tom King.
Hey, kids, you want to read a comic book that's nothing but Harley Quinn farting all over the place?
God.
That was a great book.
You see, that's where that argument about art and writing and like people say, oh, well, one can fill up the space of the other. And it's like, no, most of the time, I mean, like maybe Kingdom Come and Ross you can fill it up with his art, maybe. But most of the time, no. So it doesn't matter how good that artwork is of, you know, what's her face farting the whole book. It's just you just don't want that book. You just don't want it. It's just go away.
No, the only reason they did it is so that one, they can get the 10 variant covers.
Yeah.
And have cute little butt pinups. And then two, they know that it's so obscure that it's going to be a valuable book here next week. Somebody like
next week maybe, but not next decade.
Tom's going to come up and go, it's been graded at a 9.8. Now it's selling for $150.
You know, get stuffed. Never mind.
Yeah.
Well, we've got the good stuff today. Good British stuff.
Yeah.
Good British stuff. We were looking at some great Spanish stuff on Friday, Glenn. Sorry you missed it.
Yeah, that was it's crazy stuff, mate.
we'll look at it some more this Friday. It was good. He said fishing for the correct here we are. That's the one. Once a month we'll start doing counter programming and show you the really nasty stuff. That'd be great.
I want to see some Serpieri.
Right in the comments.
Yeah, we should just show that.
Yeah.
I think you should do an X-rated show.
Just do Serpieri.
Pay per view, and we'll do Serpieri.
If you don't like tits and ass, don't watch this.
Should get a. Well, that's not quite the bad stuff I was thinking of, but yeah.
Oh no, not the
totally
Tom King
agree
shit.
That we know
it's not bad. It's fantastic.
It's fantastic. It's bad in a 1986 kind of vibe.
Yeah.
That's bad. Oh, that's cool.
Hey guys, did y'all know that Tom King worked for the CIA at one point?
Yeah. I heard that. Several times just the other day, actually.
From Tom King?
Straight from the desk of Tom King.
That's what that is.
Did you see that thing about Michael Jackson's pronouns? Hee.
Oh dear. Oh
Now
dear.
comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready?
Ready?
Right.
Oh god, this industry is so full of twats, isn't it?
Folks, thanks for stopping by. This is Sunday Funnies. I'm your host, Randy Zimmerman. I've been doing independent alternative comics for decades now. Just love this art form, not so much the industry. Love the art form, and that's why we're here on Sunday Funnies to look at great sequential art. We do this twice a week. Sunday mornings here at 9 a.m. We look at great comics on Sunday Funnies. But then again, Friday morning early, 5 a.m. comics by night, in the middle of the night. If you're here in the States, we look at more great comics there as well. And we are archived at the Comic Book Black Belt YouTube channel, the Randy Zim YouTube channel, and the Indie Comics Network YouTube channel. Please go over there, subscribe, hit the bell, notifications, hit the like button, leave a comment. Please, any kind of interaction with this show goes to help our algorithms and gets us underneath more eyes. So we can't have enough people looking at this great stuff. So that's the way we feel about it. And we appreciate you being here. Also joining me this morning, Mr. Glenn Fleming. Glenn, please introduce yourself.
Hi everybody, my name is Glenn Fleming. I'm a writer and artist. Write books such as this one, and if you don't know what this is about, you've not been paying attention for the past 3 years. You can get that on Amazon. I also write and draw cartoons. This is my character Hatch. You can get this book on Fund My Comic. It's going to go on Amazon at some point when I can get around to doing it. Featuring lots of artwork about this character. And something out of the archive I just found. I think these guys have seen this before, but I do things like that.
Oh, look at that. Look at that lettering.
Yeah. Look at that. I should finish that one day. Don't hold your breath.
Sweet.
That's me.
That's you. All right. Also joining us this morning, Mr. Russ Leach. Russ, please introduce yourself.
Hi, my name's Russ Leach. Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I'm a comic book artist from the UK. Currently working on the Atlantean. We have our crowdfunder running as right at this moment. I think we went up to quite a few backers. We're doing okay. So you want to go check that out?
Designation too. It said quite a few.
Quite a few. It said at the top. Yeah. How much money do we want to get? Quite a lot, please.
Quite a lot.
Quite a lot. That would be good. Yeah. If you go to the fundmycomic.com/the Atlantean 4, you can go back us now. The campaign's open for a few weeks yet, so there's no rush. But if you want any pages of artwork, it's first come, first serve. Somebody's already taken the inside front cover, so check that out. If you want to find out more about it, just sign up for the email list. Go to russleach.com. You can see my work there. It gets updated occasionally. You can see some of my work there from stuff I've done, like Batman, and done stuff for Marvel, Doctor Who, that kind of stuff. But most important is the Atlantean at the moment. So go there, check that out, russleach.com, sign up for the email list, or whiz over to Fund My Comic /the Atlantean 4 and check us out. 68 backers. There you go. We're doing okay. We're doing okay.
68 backers. Yep. Just to start, folks. It's a great issue. Yeah. Going to be a lot of fun. And there are catch-up tiers in this campaign as well. So even though this is the 4th issue of the Atlantean, you can get the other 3 plus the Shadow Kingdom that these characters are based off of on those tiers below. In fact, we're offering a great version of the Shadow Kingdom in hardback, in color, with the story in color and the prose story behind it. So we hope that you'll go over there and buy into that campaign. Also joining us this morning, Mr. Mitch Rogers. Mitch, please introduce yourself.
Well, yes, I am Mitch Rogers. As you can see, my camera's not working. That's why I'm still in Halloween mode. I'm a horror writer, comic book artist known for the Boger series about a hulking god monster that kills people, and coming soon, Shivers, a horror anthology series.
Sweet. All right.
Nice.
Today we are looking at Garth.
Party on, Wayne.
Not that Garth, but close.
Swing.
Swing. right. Done by Frank Bellamy. Very iconic UK adventure strip cover.
Yeah.
Ian,
Go ahead.
Ian Gibson.
Yeah.
Ian Gibson. Looks like he airbrushed it.
Yeah, it's not the best, is it really, considering?
It's very much of the time.
Yeah.
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 I think I'd rather have seen a line drawing.
Yeah.
Don't forget he's doing this when he's doing Halo Jones. So
Yeah, exactly.
Look at those spot blacks just on that first image. Good God.
yeah.
Tell us what you know about Garth, Glenn.
Big influence on me. He started. I saw his. I got a tongue-tied here. The first work I saw of his was on Thunderbirds in TV21 in the mid-60s. I then found out that he'd done Dan Dare for Eagle just before that, and he does a lot of African scenes. And at one time he was going to go and live in Africa because he likes drawing rhinoceroses and stuff like that. He did Heros the Spartan in one comic, which was full color, and then in 1971 he moved onto this strip for the Daily Mirror, and he was on it for 5 years until he died. He died in 1976, age 59.
Really? I didn't know that. Wow.
Oh, yeah, way too young. Yeah.
Yeah, and you can see that he's a master. I mean, I think did we do some of his Thunderbird stuff?
We did.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
And you can see there's a master of color, and he's certainly a master of black and white, as you can see.
So we looked at we looked at a slice of his work in Illustrator magazine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
He had an issue. Yeah.
And and he moved. I don't know. He moved into the strip. He's drawn. He drew the cover, a Doctor Who cover for the Radio Times around this time, with the best drawing of a Dalek I've ever seen. Because I find Daleks really difficult to draw, but he nails it. It's fantastic drawing. Yeah. But he's one of the best that we've ever produced. And it's, like you say, it's a shame. He was only 59 when he died.
Yeah,
back in 76. But he certainly had a big influence on my artwork, you know. And I don't draw like he does, obviously, but you know what I mean. He's just fantastic.
I think there's a whole school of adventure strip artists like this. That a lot of European adventure strips, AXA and
and
Modesty Blaze, like that,
and all that kind of thing. Yeah, it's the same kind of stuff, and it's still catered for the pulpy black and white newspaper strips when they did all this stuff, and it's beautiful stuff.
So look at how that he's gone through and spotted those blacks, and just fantastic composition.
I remember in the I think it was the early 90s, his widow was selling a lot of his artwork, and I wrote to her. He had an address to write to. I wrote to her because it's no emails then, folks. And I wrote to her, and I wanted to buy several pieces of the Garth strip, and they were about 150 quid each then. So that's, what would that be, Russ, 30 years ago? What would that be now, about 500 quid?
Yeah, at least,
I wanted to buy 2 or 3, 4 of them, and she never replied. And I think what happened was that she sold them in the entire block, as it were.
Yeah, probably did.
You know, I couldn't afford that. Otherwise, I'd have got one. But I could afford a few. But I never got a reply. Story of my life, actually. You know, nobody replying to my stuff. But that's another story. I think John Lennon wrote a song for me, didn't he? No Reply. Remember that one? Anyway, let's go. Let's carry on.
Now we're looking at the Titan Comics reprint book of this. All these Titan reprint books, we covered this last week. The Titan did a whole run of reprint trades like this, and every last one of them are amazing. They reprint great stuff. So if you ever run across one at a show, and you can, I've seen a lot of them in dealers' magazine boxes mixed in. If you ever find one, doesn't matter what the subject matter is. If you don't know what it is, you need to buy it because it's going to be great stuff. So everything from 2000 AD reprints to adventure strips like these. This is printed daily in the newspapers, and bad newsprint, probably a lot less brighter than this. So
yeah, And he lettered it as well, I have to say.
Yeah, everything.
A quick story about me about this strip. I told you before. When he died, I thought, well, they must be looking for somebody new. And I had a bit of a correspondence with the Daily Mirror about it, sending samples in, and was told no, which is probably not surprising. But then I found out that the guy I was writing to was the guy who was taking over drawing it. So, so he's not going to give me the gig, is he?
No.
But it is fabulous work.
Garth is a time traveler.
He is, yeah.
This is such 70s British sci-fi.
Yeah. I just love the way that Bellamy knows when to use the black and then to use the line for the shading or whatever. It's just fantastic stuff. Absolutely brilliant.
And everything you see here, none of this is mechanical. I'm not seeing this is all done by hand. All the line work, the stipple work, all done by hand.
Wonderful. I mean, look at that second page, middle panel at the bottom. That guy talking, the way he's got the stippling in the blacks to make his face come out.
Yeah.
I always wondered how to do that with a quill pen, because most of that stuff is done with a quill pen, right?
A quill pen or a rapidograph, something that makes a small, thin line.
You could use a dip pen, a nib on that, a fine nib on that.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. Small calligraphy pen.
Yep. Lot of
these were probably large size anyway. I mean, we're probably looking at it at a third of what the original was. You would think.
They are quite big.
Yeah,
several times bigger than this printed stuff. Yeah, a lot of time and effort, a lot of expertise going in there, a lot of talent.
Yes.
I mean, look at that submarine there, the way the center panel at the top, the way the stippling effect on it. It's just wonderful.
Look at the octopus here. It's great stuff.
Frank Bellamy got me into doing dots on artwork. A lot of dots. I've got looking at a piece of my artwork on the wall now from 1973 that's just full of dots.
Well, growing up in the 70s and 80s, it was those pulp artists, or like Virgil Finlay.
Yeah.
Doing ink work like that. And then Alex Raymond reprints. Though he didn't use a lot of stipple work, just his feathering was amazing.
See, what people ought to remember or understand is that all that stippling effect is done by hand. And at the time, I would imagine letter tint was just coming out that you could cut that out with. But I'm not as good as this, obviously, but I've done both, and I would always rather do it by hand than use the letter tint, because it becomes something else. Like I've said before, when you start to introduce different, media to do stuff, it changes the whole look for me, and you have to spend the time, I think. But it's just wonderful. I mean, I can understand why Mrs. Bellamy was selling the whole thing off, because people would just cherry pick, wouldn't they?
Yeah, you need to sell the whole thing and then let somebody else worry about it.
That's right. I wish I'd had the 10,000 quid that this might have cost,
In all fairness, I did that with my Batmans. All the Batman artwork that I did, bar one cover, because I wanted to keep it. So all the Batman artwork I did for Panini and DC, I sold that to one collector.
Yeah.
And I probably could have got more over a period of maybe 10, 20 years. Of course, I could have got more per piece. But I didn't want to get involved in that, so I sold the whole lot.
Yeah.
And I actually had a couple of people get in touch with me where they bought items from him and then get in touch with me and say, I've got this. It's like, thanks very much kind of thing. So that was that's really good, and you can understand why people, especially if it's like you say, if it's his wife and he's died, it's like you don't want to be piecemealing it. You want to sell the whole collection, and whatever the collection's worth, it's worth. You know, everybody's got to make their piece, haven't they? Everybody's got to get their bit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Look at that first page there, the third tier down the center, where the girl's swimming towards him. Isn't that fantastic? The way that there's nothing behind her, the way that she's all the bubbles.
Yeah, it's just letting the bubbles sort of become white. Yeah.
Yeah, that's wonderful. I'm sure I've seen that sea creature in Thunderbirds. That guy, I'm sure I've seen him in Thunderbirds 10 years before this.
So I say it's all very much of the time, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
It's almost, in some places, it's almost got a feel of a Doctor Who strip. You know, like a classic old Doctor Who strip. You know, it's got that feel to it. Very much British 70s sci-fi. Fantastic stuff.
Al's in the house. Good morning, guys. You've made me laugh several times already in 2 minutes. Ha.
Look at that there on that second page.
Not at us, I guess you're
second page, third strip, and third tier, and that girl. Look at it. Yeah. But I'm not jealous. If any other woman made love to you, I would kill her, but I'm not jealous.
That's the way a female mind works.
That's like Al Capone saying, he's got the gun at your head, and he says it's not personal.
It's not personal, but
it's pretty personal to me.
Yeah, it's my head.
I'm going to be getting all the new Invincible comics variant reprints. Okay.
They're supposed to be quite good, those. I've not read them myself.
It's supposed to be. Yeah, there's still some gold out there.
Well, it's a series that's over and done with. It was kind of done around the same. It started about the same time that Walking Dead started.
Yeah.
So it's so it's older and it's already finished. They're just doing the reprints for the TV show. But I mean, if you want to, you pick up a book off the stands. That's not garbage, I'll probably pick that book up.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, it's interesting to see this independent aspect. You've got Invincible. You know, it's now a cartoon. It's doing well on Netflix. They're reissuing books. Like, hello, Marvel, DC. Maybe take note of what's going on here. Doing it right.
I'm telling you, you can get up on YouTube right now and type in like 60s Marvel cartoons, and those great old superhero tunes will pop up that were literally cut out of the comics. That's so much better than, I would say, 90% of anything that Marvel ever animated since. I cut my teeth on them stories. They were so good. Used to love watching that stuff.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, that too. You know, the Captain America, Iron Man, Hulk.
All that stuff. Yeah, that's all Kirby stuff. That
and the animation's rustic, and it looks like crap, and the sound effects are goofy. And
what about the first Spider-Man run? Not the one from the 90s where they remade it, which is actually quite good. But that original 60s Spider-Man cartoon, was that Ditko's work in that?
Yeah.
So they were they using it in exactly the same as they were using Kirby's work for the other stuff?
No, not nearly as hard as what they did on those daily cartoons.
Because I remember that the Spider-Man one being much more animated than the other ones. The other ones were quite stilted, weren't they?
Well, there was a whole. I'm sorry to cut in on you, Glenn. There was a whole set of like a half a season or so that Ralph Bakshi did that's really dark.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right. Blow.
Very.
What was that, Glenn?
Not meant for kids.
I may be wrong. I may be wrong on this, but I seem to remember that it was more animated because they did the same thing with Ditko's drawings as Pedro does with yours on your Atlantean.
Okay. They manipulated his stuff.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
They just move that arm, you know that when you've got that guy getting his head chopped off, his head sort of spinning, you know, that kind of thing.
That kind of thing. Yeah.
Which
is a little bit more than the Kirby ones.
Yeah.
I'll have to go back and look at that, but that's really, those Kirby cartoons are like that, though. Very much the old stiff flash animation type style. Everything's sliding across the screen.
Yeah, I wonder if they got paid. I'm taking bets.
Yeah, getting paid. Yeah. Getting paid in the comic book industry, eh?
They weren't paid for the reprints. I was buying in not creepy magazine, the monster magazines. They weren't didn't get paid for that.
No. No. Do you know what?
Awesome.
We don't get paid much for what we do for the Atlanteans, simply because we don't have a big enough audience.
There we are.
But at least we do get paid. Do you know what I mean? Every time a book's sold, we get paid.
Yeah.
Might not be a lot, but it is ours.
So if you're doing $750,000 a month, you'd want paying, wouldn't you?
Yeah, damn straight. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Black and white like this always reminds me of Hitchcock's true or use of lighting and framing. Hitchcock, yeah. Use of lighting and framing, fighting and laming. Anyway, the whatever that word is makes it super stylish. Yeah.
Yeah, he spotted the bottom. There was a very nice rounded bottom in the previous page.
There, gotta always appreciate a nice bottom. Invincible is awesome. It's one of my absolute favorites. Got every issue and lots of the other merch. It's worth a go, especially episode 1 of the show. Haha. Al says. Zap.
You see, the thing I see about this particular Bellamy artwork is that he clearly understands where this is going to be reproduced.
Yeah.
You know, it's just amazing stuff. I said he was going to live in Africa because he wanted to draw the wildlife there, and he always has a lot of that kind of stuff in his strips, and especially in Thunderbirds. There's one Thunderbirds one in TV21 where they're saving a white rhino, an albino rhino, and the drawings are absolutely amazing. And he does a lot of African things as well, you know, African tribe type of things, and he was very into that. And like I say, at one point he was going to go and live in Africa, so he could do that as an artist rather than a strip artist.
Back here, yeah, here as well.
Just like Marlon Brando, like that.
Yeah.
Down below, the center, the bottom panel, the guy on the phone.
Yeah. Does.
Like the Godfather. Look at that. First page, second tier, first panel. Look at the sea.
Yeah.
Isn't that fantastic?
It is.
Excuse me.
Again, I'd like to see some pencil work of this.
Yeah, you'd have to wonder how tight that would be. So I would imagine he does 3/4 of his detail work in the inking stage.
Yeah, I'm going to say I bet the figures are tight, but the backgrounds he'll do when he's inking, I would have thought.
Yeah. Al says, one looks like Lennon too. Haha. Stalin?
No,
the
the
guy with
the
the
bald head. Yeah, looks
guy
like
with the
a little
mustache,
bit like Lennon.
Yeah. Is this hatch? Is that hatch? Huh. Where am I? Yeah, that's all cross hatching there. Not cross section, but stipple work back here.
Just great the way he draws the boats in black, so we know to do the detail. It's fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah.
Look at that sea on those top two tiers. And look at that, where he's sitting down on the second tier, right-hand page, with the girl.
Here, yeah.
Yeah, look at that.
That's great. Yeah.
He looks really powerful, doesn't he?
He does.
You know, he looks solid and powerful. You know, those big shoulders and arms that he's got.
Mm-hmm.
Just wonderful stuff.
Wow. Yep.
It's just so dramatic, isn't it?
Yeah.
Even in you know, even in the boring panels, like those two guys at the window with the blind in the middle there.
Yeah, every panel has real impact, doesn't it?
Yeah. And that one there on the second tier of the first page, the submarine with that water going over it or whatever it is, and just cutting into it. It's just fantastic.
I actually like I like that middle one where they're looking at the screens, like in the brilliant.
Fantastic, isn't it?
Are they getting their ass kicked now?
Yeah, he's also a master of reflective lighting, like on that panel that Russ just said, where they're looking at the screen.
Yeah,
you think that back of that guy's neck would be black, but there's obviously a light source or a reflected light coming.
This reminds me of those colors from like Bronze Age stuff in Marvel, like Hands of Kung Fu. Is it Fists of Kung Fu? I can't remember.
Master of Kung Fu?
Master of Kung Fu, that's it. And they would always they like harshly light it with so the artwork would have like that black shadow down the middle of, say, the face or the side of the face. And one side would be blue and the other side would be red.
Yeah.
And it would be like really intense colouring, but just so much fun to read.
Galassi and the Day brothers were both really good at that. They were the two that did most of the Master of Kung Fu's.
Right. I love those.
I think Starlin did the first couple of issues and then moved on.
Starlin's work is very much. It's very much. I think he's a bit of a Marmite artist. Some people love him. Some people hate him.
I'm not keen on his work.
Yeah, he does. He does do really. Like, I think he does some quite sort of stretched and weird anatomy. I love the work. Just because graphically, I just think it just really jumps off the page. It's like really exciting.
Yeah.
But he does draw some weird shapes for people.
Well, John M. Burns does that in the Countdown when he draws a strip in there. I can't remember what it's called.
Right.
But he sort of cheats because what he just does that line down the center of the face, and he just colors. There's no detail at all on one side of the face, and he'll just color it orange. And you can see. I don't know. I might be maligning him here, but I think he's up against it, and he can't be bothered drawing the other. But it works. It looks really good.
Yeah. If it looks good, it doesn't matter. I mean, that is the kind of the primary rule of comics, isn't it? Does it look cool?
Yeah. Does it work? Yep.
Yeah. Does it look cool? Does it work?
It's all part of the art.
Yeah.
Or the art form, I should say.
I saw there was a post on Facebook the other day where people were talking about what is objectively good, and not objectively bad. And people saying, "Oh, well, you know, there are no hard and fast. You know, like style is everything." It's like, no, sorry, no. Style is a huge amount, and being personal, being unique, is a big part of being a comic book artist. But there are still some things you need to learn and get right. You need to be able to draw, and then you apply your style. It's not like, oh, well, I'll apply this fantastic style, and it doesn't matter if everybody looks a bit, you know, awkward and weird. It's like, no, that's not the way this works. You know, like it. I don't know. Hellboy's artist, Manola. Yeah, Manola's style is just incredibly light, you know, like light on detail as per, you know, like reality. You know, it's all graphical. But then if you look at his work in Gotham by Gaslight, he's got some fantastic sort of attributes, like characterized attributes of people, and they come over as real. You know, they fool the eye, they fool the mind, and that just shows the breadth of his style and how good he is, and how great he is a draftsman underneath it all. And he applies that style just like Jack Kirby did, because he wants to apply that style.
Yeah,
there's a whole difference between that and people hiding behind style just because, you know, because they can't draw people properly.
What was it you say, Randy, about Alex Toth? Was it leave everything out and what was it? Draw the hell out of it or something?
Simplify it and then draw the hell out of what you got left. Yeah.
But these people can draw.
Exactly. I mean, look at what's going on here, and look at some of the negative space in all of these. You know, it's brilliant. That guy right in the center of the right hand page there with the moustache and everything. Just love that image, and how much negative space there is in that panel, lack of border and everything.
Yeah, and he doesn't even render his shirt, does he? He just does his shape.
No, exactly. You see that style. A lot of people would look at this and go, "Oh, well, it's kind of sort of like veering towards that kind of Neil Adams-ish, John Buscema sort of semi, you know, hyper real kind of." And yeah, it is, because he can draw people, he can draw things, he can draw the world around you, but he applies a style to it. And that's a perfect example. He didn't need to draw the whole shirt or any kind of. He's popped in that graphical detail. Look how and the panel next to it when they're all in suits.
Yeah,
and it's just a black spot black. Yeah. Absolutely brilliant. I mean, this guy's got fantastic style.
Yeah. That quote is: "Strip it all down to essentials, and draw the hell out of what's left."
The hell out of what's left. Yeah.
Yeah.
Conveying story through the drawing, delivered in your own style. That's part of the art. The curved shape on the right page is great graphically. It's been a lot of really nice curves so far.
Yeah, lots of nice curves.
Yeah. Some more to come as well.
Half the blank page.
Gelba. It's the authentic snowball fight in a snowstorm with polar bears.
Yeah. Or the invisible monster on the invisible planet.
Snowblind.
By John in front of a massive star. But of course, it's in black and white, so you can't see the yellow.
Yeah.
That half of a page is just blank. It's just bothering me.
That's so that you can get your pen and pencil and realize you can't draw as well as.
Yeah. So you can, but look, I can draw, Garth. No, I can't.
I'm sorry. It's not gonna work.
I used to, when this was in the mirror, it started when I was 16, so I used to cut it out and put it in a book, and then I used to color them in.
Oh, that's cool. That's great.
but that's long gone. I don't know where that is now.
I've got that set of Captain Britain's I bought. There's a few pages in there that have got like quizzes and colouring, and you can see it's been coloured by the kid that had the original books. And I find that wonderful because I know I did exactly the same thing when I was a kid. And it's like, this is really good.
I got you one better, but it wasn't me. My brothers, we used to get copies of the Flint Journal, bags full. We didn't get the journal ourselves, but we'd take the newspapers and my dad would use them for whatever. And my brothers would go through and find the comic sections, and they would cut out all of the alley-oop strips. And then they'd have to make their own paste out of flour and water. They would cut grocery store bags up into pages. We used to have a grocery store chain here that had really sturdy brown paper bags they were notoriously known for their durability. And they'd cut those up into pages, punch holes in them, and put them in a three-ring binder.
Brilliant.
Paste them all these old alley-oop strips.
The strangest thing I ever saw is when I was not the strangest thing I've ever seen. I've seen some strange things. One of the weirdest things that within the boundaries of the context of this conversation was that when I was a kid, I was about 15, 16, and I'd started going out to work, and I was working in London every sort of holiday that there was. And my sister was working at Alfred Marks recruitment agency, so she used to get me working, like postrooms. We used to have things called postrooms before you had email and stuff like that, where post would turn up and it would be put into little post boxes, and you'd take it around to the different floors and dealers and stuff. Eventually, that meant I did a stint being a runner for dealers at Lloyd's. Okay. But before that, I was doing these little odd jobs, and I was in this reinsurance company in the centre of London, and this old fella had worked in this. He'd worked in this post room for like 30 years or something, maybe more. And there were the usual sort of weird selection of people in the post room, because the post room was always a weird place. And he would come in every day with his Mirror newspaper, and he'd read his newspaper back to front, and then he would take a pair of scissors and cut the Mirror, the word, the Mirror at the top, the logo, with the date underneath it. He'd cut it out and place it in his scrapbook. And his scrapbook was just full of the Mirror with every date underneath it.
Wow.
Like pages and pages and pages. And I'm like, this is disturbing me a little bit. I'd never seen anybody do anything like that.
Did you not ask him?
No, I was too scared. He scared the living daylights out of me when I was 15.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Just in case he caught a stray newspaper in the street, he could
identify it. Just like flick through his scrapbook and go, I remember that day.
That's the Mirror logo I've been missing for years.
Yeah, I don't think there was much resale value in it.
Yeah.
To the clothes as well.
That's always the shit they auction off for huge money.
Yes, somewhere someone's paid £1 million for it. Yeah. So also not spoken much, but just his folds in his clothes as well. They're just lovely.
Just everything in this is
it's really nicely done. It's
accomplished,
beautiful.
Massive.
I'd love to see an original piece.
Yeah,
I'll go and have a look. Hold on a minute.
I saw some Frank Bellamy TV Thunderbirds artwork, original. At a convention, but it was way too much money for me.
Right.
Otherwise, I'd have had it. But it was framed and everything. It was just a fantastic piece of work. And the Dr. Martens dies were still clear and sharp and bright.
Wow.
30 years on, 40 years on. And absolutely wonderful.
It's also the materials he was using too were durable.
Yeah. could afford it now, but I couldn't then. So there you go. But I probably couldn't afford the price now.
Yeah.
But I could afford that price now, the previous one. Do you understand what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But somebody's got all these in a ring binder in a drawer somewhere. You know, I'd have to get
Yeah,
them all
you know
framed
it.
on the wall. You know, it's fantastic stuff.
It's definitely something they need to archive.
Yeah,
the whole run.
look at that just before you turn.
Yeah.
Look at the first page, third tier. Look at that spaceship landing there with the stars and everything. Look at that. Isn't that fantastic?
Yeah. Real soft.
Absolutely brilliant.
Hanging heads here.
Have you noticed that the female interest always looks the same?
Oh, I thought it was the same girl.
No, it's through different times.
Oh,
Well, it might be the same girl, but it's through different. He's a time traveler. He goes to different times.
Maybe it's the same soul.
Yeah,
Maybe there's something meta about it.
it's probably from where Kate Bush got that Wheeler Street song, where she meets the same lover through time. Have you heard that? Have you heard that one? She sings it with Elton John. It's really good. Snowed In at Wheeler Street, it's called. And it's Garth. They're passing through time and they keep meeting each other and not being with each other and wanting to be with each other. It's really good.
They still use Bristol board sized paper stock to draw on, like almost A3 sized, then reduced for print.
Yep, that's what we do.
Yep, that's about right.
I heard that some of these stuff that Frank Bellamy did, the Thunderbirds ones, and these were on CS10 drawing board,
Illustration board,
really shiny, really a lot of clay on top of it.
very solid surface to draw on.
Yeah, very smooth. Not good for penciling on, but when you're as good as this, I'm presuming he gets it right. You know.
Yeah, it's a pencil would run up the side of your hand.
Yeah, I've got. Yeah, hold on a sec.
Smear real easy.
yeah. Could he have penciled it on another sheet of paper and used a light board to ink it, or what?
Probably would have had to have used tissue paper and transfer it over if he were to have done that.
If he did it on board, he couldn't use a light box.
No, he couldn't use light box. No,
That
the
illustration board's
thick.
too thick. Yeah.
Here you go. Do you want to show this?
Yeah. What do we have here?
I got a piece of art, real piece of art from him.
Look at that lovely lettering.
Is that an actual strip?
Yeah.
That's a piece of artwork, yeah.
Yeah.
It's original artwork.
Is that something you have?
No, I wish.
Oh.
It's just something I went and found.
Wondering what the size was on it.
Yeah, I can't really find. I can't see what the size is on it. I have another one as well. This one's not quite as high res, but this you can see all notes on it.
Yeah.
I would say that's no more than an A3 width. No more, maybe even less.
I reckon it's about 20 inches wide. That
20. You reckon it's that big?
Yeah, and whatever depth it is. Yeah.
Wow.
I might be wrong, but I reckon I've seen the ones I saw. The ones I was looking at.
Yeah.
Were quite big.
Oh, it's bromide only. That's where it'd be PMT'd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He could get a job as a letterer, couldn't he?
He could. It's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah.
But you can see the original pen or the strokes, brush strokes, pen strokes, whatever.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
But this one's
fantastic, isn't
nice, isn't it? Look at that.
Look at that.
Look at all the squigglies he's got.
Yeah, that eye looks fluid, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. I just like the way he's made that shade with just the squiggles.
Yeah.
And then the lines there. Just brilliant.
Nice.
Absolutely gorgeous. There you go.
Great signature as well.
Yeah. And if you want to see, for instance, here you go. There's what we do.
Hang on.
There you go. That's A3. So that's what we're doing at the moment. We're doing it with blue pen. I'm doing blue pencil, and then inking over the top.
Yeah.
But on different occasions, I'll also do like pencil, and then use the light box to go straight to ink.
Yeah.
On the paper.
Yeah.
Good way of preserving your pencils doing that.
It is, yeah. Well, but I mean, I do my pencils digitally now, but it is a good way of doing it. You're right.
Yeah. I usually just do the pencils and inks on the same board, and then just erase the inks, or erase the
pencils. Yeah, yeah.
See, it'd be nice to produce any one of these tiers, right? In pencil, and then lettered, and then inked.
Right.
Just to see the process.
It would be nice. Look at that. Yeah, that face there. The far right, the right-hand page, third strip down, last panel. Yeah. Great face. That is. I mean, that just goes to show you as well, because Garth has a very stylized face.
Yeah.
He's always got a very stylized face. It's not realistic, it's stylized. And yet, look at how he draws a person there. Very realistic. So it's obvious. It's obvious that he's making stylistic choices. There's no restriction in what he's doing. He's making stylistic choices. It's fantastic.
Al says, cheers, guys. And was just curious as the resolution of the image is so high. And really cool seeing your original art, Russ. Cheers.
Thank you.
Originally, he said, did they use Bristol board? Yep.
Yeah, Bristol.
Just put me on the screen, Randy. I just want to show you this in 1983.
Put him on, Randy. Put him on.
At least the whoops, no picture. At least the lettering's good.
That's great. Look at that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's what size is that? Oh, that's A3. It's on its side. Right.
Side, yeah. That size.
I thought maybe you'd done a whole A2. God. I had back in the day, a long time back, before I approached Marvel in the early 90s, I was speaking to a guy from, it might even have been one of the editors over at 2000 AD. Somebody got me a meeting with him, and at the time I was drawing on A2 because I didn't know. I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah.
And he said, "Yeah, that's all very nice." He said, "But you're wasting ink. You don't need to draw that big."
Awesome. Cheers, guys. Love seeing your artwork. Yep. Thank you. Cheers.
I don't want to turn into my show, but just put me on again. I want to just show you this. Talk about big artwork. This is from a long time ago. This is big artwork. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
Two-headed horse. There you go. That's it. I won't show any more.
You're fine. It's all good.
But again, I wanted to point out there that, like Russ, I didn't know how big these things were, with the originals. So I just got a piece of board and just drew on it,
Yeah.
And it's my ink to waste. Look at that, he's riding a tiger. There's a lot of point in these guys, don't they? If in doubt, make them point.
Yeah. Emphatic gestures. Show don't tell when you can. It's an unusual panel.
I want to know how long it takes him, things like that. That's what I'd like to know. How many of these a day he did? I bet he did a couple.
I don't know. It'd be hard to say.
I know it used to take him 3 days to do the Thunderbird strip, which was in full colour.
How long was that strip? 2 pages?
Yeah.
Thunderbirds was 3 pages. It was the centre spread colour and then a black and white third.
Oh, okay.
Right. And it took him three days.
Yeah.
Oh. That's pretty good for 3 days.
Yeah. Well, there's always about 17 panels on the colour spread and probably 10 on the third. But don't forget, he was lettering it as well.
Yeah. Wow.
24 panels over the 2 pages. But actually, the way that the strip was originally shown was at 1 tier at a time, daily, in the newspaper.
Yeah.
And this is a wide format book as well. This is the same format as 2000 AD.
Yeah.
So you get more on your page.
So they're able to put 4 days worth of strips.
I found a hardback AXA. And it's got the strips.
Is it Romero?
Two a day, or 2 a page. Sorry, right. One above the other. So it's like a landscape size. I might get it, but it is in German.
Wow.
But I might just get it for the artwork. I might just get it for the stories. You know what they say.
Yeah.
I might just get it for the art because it's gorgeous art.
Is it Romero?
Yeah. And then there's another one. I did not realize this existed. Do you remember Eclipse Comics?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They redid 2000 AD stuff. They've actually got a first issue of AXA. I didn't know that they did like a full page. So this isn't the newspaper strips. This is actual comic book size pages with strip. I didn't even know that existed, so I might pick that up.
I didn't know they did that either. I know that
it's got a Romero cover at least. I don't know who did the insides. So
could have been a cut and paste of the strip too.
No, it isn't. It's not a cut and paste. No, from the pages I've seen, it's original.
Oh, cool.
It's new, and there's less boobage in it. She's always got a bra on.
Oh,
so so it's obviously for a wider audience,
American audiences. Yeah.
Well, I told you about Romero. I interviewed him, and he was saying about how when he sent his pages in or his strips in, they had to get an artist over in England because he's in Spain. To make the women look ugly. He said, I can't draw ugly women.
Can't draw ugly women.
Everybody was gorgeous, you know what I mean? You can read that interview in Crikey magazine, Crikey number 9.
Oh, Crikey. Are you going to do like a collected version of Crikey?
I'm looking at it, yeah.
That would be great. I'd buy it, mate.
Right, I'll do it just for you then.
Nice.
Ghost Town.
Yeah, I'm also thinking of doing a Comics Unlimited as well.
Ah, yeah, again, something I'd pick up.
Yeah, really. Yeah.
There's 16 issues of Crikey and a couple of specials, and 15 issues of Comics Unlimited. So there's a lot to go at. And it's all relative, there's interviews in it and articles. So I'm looking at that. It's just a question of getting my arse in gear,
I do know that. Had a bucket list for the last 5 years and hardly scratched it. So.
Yeah.
Well, I've just picked up that AXA first copy, but unfortunately the German one is only €12.
Oh, wow.
Bud, it's $25.99 to have it shipped to me. So that ain't happening.
You could probably go and pick it up for that.
Yeah, I could probably go to Germany and pick it up myself for less than that on the autobahns.
You'll have a nice trip while you're down there too.
Yeah.
Look at those lovely roofs on those buildings at the top there. All that's stippling and scribbling.
Yeah.
In the first panel, the second tier on that one, yeah. Fantastic, aren't they? Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
It's amazing. He's got archetypal big jaw, hasn't he? And and his shoulders and everything.
Right.
He looks larger than life in his own strip, doesn't he?
That's all part of being the hero, right?
Yeah, I'm guessing he's sort of 6'6",
Yeah.
6'6" wide. Great writing by Jim Edgar as well, we should say.
Yep. Yeah, that too. These old adventure strips are really great reading. Very underrated anymore.
Yeah. It's not easy to get the words right in these things. You've got no space to elaborate, so to speak, have you? You've got to get to the point straight away.
Absolutely. And
move it along, and that's a skill in itself.
Yeah. It's got to be able to be moving the plot.
Yeah.
Every panel has to move the plot. Has to move the plot or have a joke, some sort of entertainment, some reason to be there.
Or some cliffhanger. So you've got 3 panels. You've got an establishing shot, then a story moving, and then a cliffhanger.
Yep. Catch up, movement, kickoff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Look at that bottom panel there where he's got his feet up on that wood, on that post. Look at the hat and his hair, just all black.
Yeah.
And just look at it, and that hand as well coming around. It's just amazing.
I think, you've got, this is masterful, to be honest, drawing for the papers, strips once a day. This is a masterclass.
It is.
This AXA was a masterclass. Was it not George Mildred?
Yeah, that's good as well.
Yeah, George. Was it George and something? It was like it was in the Sun, I think. And she was
all the Modesty Blazes.
No. Well, yeah, Modesty Blaze. Obviously, that's perfect. But it doesn't have to be adventure. I mean, I think the thing I'm trying to think of, the George and something or other I'm trying to think of, was just a married couple and the risque adventures that they'd get into, and she never had her top on. They were always talking in bed. But the art was it always caught my eye because it was just amazingly well done. And being able to do this kind of stuff daily, it just shows just how good they are.
I did. And sorry, carry on.
I was about to say, and then you look at someone like Ron Smith who did the Judge Dredd stuff in 3 panels a day or whatever, and it's like, wow, he was a master as well. He was a proper illustrator, really. You look at his work. But Buscema also did
a lot of Bellamy too.
Yeah,
Smith.
But also, you look at Buscema and the Conan dailies.
Yeah.
And that just shows just how good he was, that he could do both. It's a real benchmark. It's a real benchmark of skill and ability.
You're talking about George and Lynn.
Yeah, George and Lynn, that's it. Yes, well done.
Because I did, surprisingly enough, issue 10 of Crikey covers all that sort of stuff.
Excellent.
And I got a letter. I remember getting a letter of somebody really bollocking me because every time Crikey came out, this guy used to sit down with his grandson and go through it with him. And issue 10 just tits and bums. It's got Wicked Wonder in it. It's got Actor in it. Nobody's got any clothes on. It's got Carrie and Connie. Remember Carrie? Carrie's got nothing on at all, and even I had to put censored.
Yeah.
You know, if you put me on the screen, you'll see it. You want to see some censored, if you want to know what I mean.
Here we go. Go ahead.
Right?
Oh yeah, that's censored. But it says it on the front.
It does, and it's got Captain Britain and Zero X and Rogue Trooper in there as well, but they've got clothes on. But we did the whole thing. We decided to do the whole that kind of thing in the one go. Just to get through it. So
but I mean, like, if you're going to show it to your kids, you pretty much sure it's your responsibility to check through it first. Do you know what I mean? Don't just open it up, as it were. You know, you don't do that. And as well, there's like, you know, that is part of the comic book industry.
Yeah.
You know, like, it happens. It's there. It's part, and it's a big part of it. So, you know, get over it, mate.
Yeah. So you weren't very happy. So there you go.
Yeah, then you have my situation as a kid where my parents thoroughly checked my stuff before they gave it to me, and I still was able to sneak stuff past them.
Yeah. I was fortunate. My mum and dad didn't. They just, So I was, you know, at the age of 7, I suppose, I'm getting Conan comics. That's probably not the best thing to do.
Yeah. My parents were big into like antiques. You know, we'd all go to like antique shops and stuff. And for some strange reason, they never understood that you could find adult-oriented comics in the comics section of an antique store. So, like, I would just grab stuff like, "Ooh, this is cool. This is cool." Like heavy metal.
That's exactly where to find that kind of stuff.
And like they're like, "Oh, it's a comic book in an antique
It'll
store."
Be fine. But I mean, for us, it was like, you know, when I was a kid, you know, you're a little bit further back than me, Glenn. But you know, The Sun, page 3. It was everywhere. So to have like a few boobs showing in a daily strip like AXA or George and Lynn was like, meh. So what?
Yeah.
You know, it didn't come up on the radar. Nobody even thought about it.
Well, I think my parents were of the opinion that it was a comic strip, so that sort of stuff wouldn't be in it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they didn't.
There's no way they're going to show somebody's boobs in a comic strip.
and then Garth came along when I was 16. It was like, oh, right, okay.
Oh, the ladies.
I didn't know what a girl was before I was 16, except for my sister, who used to follow me around everywhere.
What's that? Oh, it's a girl. Girls. Girls smell.
I didn't like girls. It just I didn't know they were there, you know. Well, I knew they were there, but you understand what I'm saying.
You know, what's even worse with my situation was I had an uncle that was a huge cinephile. So, like, he was always watching, like, The Godfather, Scarface.
The Erotic Adventures of Candy.
Yeah. So, like, I got exposed to that stuff in multiple outlets, and I turned out fine.
Behind the Green Door.
He actually had that on VHS.
Oh, is that really?
Oh,
With who was in it? Oh, crap.
Marilyn Chambers in her most iconic role.
I'm betting everything on black.
You will cream in your jeans for high school girls in trouble. Yeah.
You had Behind the Green Door, then you had Shakin' Stevens singing.
God, I tried to remove him from my memory.
And all those old great. That was a time when adult cinema was trying to be high art.
Yeah.
Filmed on 70 millimeters, shown in art house theaters.
It's art. No, it's not. It's porn.
Paul Rubens got in trouble in one of those. Yeah.
Check, like, actually, well done. Right on the right hand side, check all those spot blacks out and the way that his star comes out of his black shirt. Look at that.
Meanwhile, back at Garth.
Meanwhile, back at the comic strip.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yep.
Lovely. What a great lamp as well.
Oil lamp.
Yes.
Yes,
He spent a lot of time on that oil lamp.
I was going to say, I think he's grooving on the backgrounds on this strip anyway. It's
Yeah, he is,
really
yeah.
background heavy. You can tell he's having a blast.
Yeah, they'd be
Drawing all that
walking in
wood.
that bar with a girl dancing and that, and yeah, it's fabulous.
There's suddenly there's backgrounds in 3/4 of the strips here.
Daylight hours. It's obviously in the summer. It's having more time to draw.
It's a hell of a thought tail.
That is, yeah. That thought bubble came straight out of his left nostril.
Almost like little flying saucers. Someone got a Sharpie out and added all the bikinis
to AXA.
Oh, to AXA. I had to do that with the James Bond strips that I printed here.
Yeah.
I had the
Awful.
James Bond strip, and I'm like, oh man. And they're the older run on the James Bond strips were a lot like the movies. The girls were topless through a lot of it. But the earlier strips were amazing. They were straight adaptations from the Ian Fleming novels. They were fantastic.
Proper Bond.
Loved running those strips. Especially since I didn't have to go through and edit in, And it wasn't even the tops either. I had a mom complain because the strips were being printed small, and apparently her eyes weren't that good. But apparently she didn't see the little straps on the thong.
I want to see those nipples. Yeah, I can't see the nipples, and he's really trying hard.
She thought she was bottomless, and just the hair was well trimmed.
Oh.
I'm dead serious.
No, there's definitely clothing there.
Yeah, so I had to go through with a black rapidograph just about every issue and reinforce the straps and make sure that the girls had tops on. That's how they get you, the bastards. That's right. James Coburn-ish look, yeah. The Daily Mirror used to have strips of Garth, Andy Cap, and Perishers.
Perishers, yeah, the Perishers. Yeah.
Each day, yeah. Got a couple of Andy Cap books. So those were fun. I super struggle with drawing simply. I add a lot of detail to my drawings. I occasionally get it right. Practice, especially outside the UK and America. I think Europe and elsewhere produce saucier content. Haha.
Oh yeah. The Europeans, they're always pumping out saucy content.
They have different attitudes when it comes to nudity. We're just too uptight here. Way too uptight for our own good, really. Yep, same. Ha. Al says. Emmanuel.
Oh yes, those movies.
Yeah, that's definitely art.
I have a great comic book adaptation of the story of O that we'll never look at on this program. That's just amazing. French, very French.
Very French.
Very French. Anyway.
Look at all that work on the second tier where he's firing that pistol. All that work on the flash. Well, the nothing on the flash. He just left the other bit out, hasn't he?
Yeah.
It's fantastic, isn't it?
Very well thought out.
You don't think Vince Coletta was inking this stuff, really?
No.
It was a joke.
He was too busy stomping all over Jack Kirby's Thor during this time period, I think.
Yeah. Of course, all these blacks are in there for a purpose, aren't they? Not because it's a deadline.
Yeah. Well, it's because he couldn't trust how big the strip was going to come out in the paper. So
yeah,
having a general idea, but a lot of the newspapers during this period were just constantly shrinking the strips down as far as they could go.
Yeah, that's one of the great things about doing horror art is there's always you can always find an excuse to use solid blacks on something.
Yeah. Hmm. It almost looks like a rub-on screen. I don't know. It's Stipple. He's really good at it. I would just say it's Stipple, and he's really good at it. Just amazing work. And I think up the chat line, Al was talking about having Akira in a bunch of different languages.
Yeah, German, Spanish, I think.
Yeah, Al, we're going to start. Is that it? Nope. Awesome. Cheers, guys. Al, we're going to start. I got German, Spanish, and French versions of Akira. We're going to start looking at Akira here on Sundays. If not next week, then the week after for sure. As soon as we're done with Garth here, which I think will be done today. We're almost at the end of the book, so should be next week. We'll be starting Akira. French says it all. Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you imagine a sepia tone or watercolor wash in this cowboy story? Would make the speech bubbles stand out. Not necessarily coloring, but just a little tone. Yeah. Some artwork, though, especially on these daily strips like this, when you get people like Bellamy and Romero, don't really need color.
I think that's what he's doing with the stippling, to be honest.
Thank you. Yeah. I think
that's
so.
the stippling and the lines is where you would naturally maybe use a wash.
Yeah.
And he's just done it. He's done it in a sort of a hard point way, right? In a different instead, which makes it obviously he's got to have it printed as well. And in the newspapers, you wouldn't a wash would have become quite muddy if it had gone to dots. So he's better off using finer lines.
No, much better. Yeah. Yep. So true.
Amazing what you'll learn here. If you want more information about that, ask Glenn. He's the expert.
Oh yeah. Thanks for that, Russ.
Just watch the letters flying.
That's me,
Dear Glenn,
isn't it?
Dear Glenn, I have this porn strip.
Back during
Sorry, there's nothing I can do for you.
It would be so easy to screw up a print job too, and everybody had done it at one point or another, figured out every way that they could possibly do it. You know.
Yeah, I mean, by this point in time, by the early 70s, people knew what they were doing with black and white print in newspapers, for strips, because they'd been doing them for quite some time by now. And this was just before we started getting. When did we start getting colour in newspapers over here, Glenn? Was it the 90s or late 80s?
Mid 80s, I'd say. Mid to late 80s.
Yeah. Was it the I newspaper or something? I can't remember. There was one newspaper that came out that was colour, wasn't there?
Yeah. Over here, it was the USA Today paper started coming out with colour and literally shamed all the other papers into
when was that?
Color. It's probably the 80s.
80s, yeah.
I can't remember
the late 80s.
Which newspaper it was here, but I do remember somebody saying they were going to give, as a tongue-in-cheek, they were going to give their stories for this guy to print, because if you remember, they were all out of register.
Yeah.
And it was like you needed those glasses to make it 3D.
3D glasses. The new 3D newspaper.
So you got
it was awful print.
So you got a picture
terrible.
of the Queen on the balcony waving, and her face was yellow, magenta, black, and cyan. All in straight lines, all going down.
Let's say the Queen, fascist regime. Yeah.
Andy Warhol would have told you that was intentional.
Yeah.
For 15 minutes, no doubt.
Yeah, they reckon he was pissed off because they didn't film his own death. He used to film everything, didn't he, to photograph it, and he died. Yeah. And he was on his own. I think he died emphysema, so he sort of drowned, so to speak, on his own lungs.
Lovely.
But what they did was they were looking after him, and then they just had to go and get something. And when they came back, he was dead, and he hadn't been able to take a picture of himself because he was dying.
Really? God. If you're that self-absorbed that you feel that needs to be done when you're dying, it's like.
I don't know if you remember a few years ago when all those psychopaths were throwing cans of soup on artworort.
Oh, they're doing that last week here.
Yeah, still doing it. Yeah,
I saw something online one time. It was someone going up. It was obviously fake, but someone going up to a one of Andy Warhol's cans of soup paintings and throwing a Van Gogh on it.
Yeah, making it 10 times better. Yeah. Look at that. Sorry, the left-hand page, third strip down, right-hand, last panel.
Yeah.
Love it.
And then if you go right across, look at the stipple and those hats.
Yeah. And the lighting on that girl's face.
Yeah.
Wow. That's harsh lighting there.
Yeah. Just looking at that, that's kind of nice too.
This is lovely stuff, isn't it?
The line variation on this is amazing. Yeah. Masterful, as we said before.
Look at that top bit, the second page, top tier, middle panel where he's shooting him. That bullet's really hitting him, isn't it?
It's got him straight through the center.
They'd ever used letraset, like carbon transfer stuff? It's possible. It's possible.
Not on these strips.
Not on this, but
no.
Yeah. A lot of that used in 2000 AD.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Ninja Turtles also did it in the early days.
They did a lot of duotone, duotone board, which at the time was kind of the rage. You had two different chemicals. We've explained what that is on the show before. But that's why they got that grungy, gritty look on Turtles, was from the duo shade board.
That's an aggressive kiss.
We got one more short story, I think. That's nice.
We've got the Mask of Atacama coming next.
Wow. That's lovely work. Look at that. It's great.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, there you go. That's a fantastic 70s moustache that bloke's got.
Yeah.
See a lot of Dick Giordano inking there.
Yeah.
He must have really watched or looked at this stuff. He was inking, what was he? He was probably just starting his career at Charlton at this point.
What, 72, 73?
Yeah.
I thought he was there in the 60s. I don't know.
Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, just the inking style, though, looks in certain places, looks like Adam's commercial look.
Yeah.
Well, that was a very popular look at the time, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, it was. Yeah.
The artists were doing design boards for advertising and marketing, just internal design stuff. And they all had that similar look and feel.
Yeah.
I mean, the amount of people when in my early career, I came across that many visualizers that had that same look and feel to their work.
Yes.
And it bled into this aspect of the industry.
It's where my
it's better print. Titans, it's better print, isn't it, than that? It's a bit furry in that.
Yeah, this Titan book is on shiny paper. I'm figuring that small book is on newsprint.
Yeah.
Oh, it's on horrible newsprint too. Look at how yellowed it's going.
Yeah. And the ink's really loaded onto the pages, isn't it?
Yeah.
But the Titan books are gorgeous reproduction.
I bet that guy didn't take the printer off for using too much ink, did he?
What now?
I said I bet that guy didn't tell the printer off for using too much ink. This is fantastic. See, that I'm of the opinion, I'm sure you guys will agree with me, that these should be printed full size. I don't care how big the book is, and if it's £100, I'm going to buy it,
Yeah.
Because it's just fantastic. You just sit there and look at it all day and just...
Yeah, they do it 2 up.
Yeah.
Yeah, on a big wide book. That'd be nice. Yeah.
But the reason they don't is because you just look at it and then want to jump off the roof. Just so good, isn't it?
It is.
With that line work here.
Yeah.
I know.
And on the statue as well, bottom left.
Yeah, I'm just looking at those legs. Yeah, that's fantastic.
Great stuff.
I wonder, we'll never know, and he might not have done, but I wonder if he would have done anything for 2000 AD, because he died in 76 and 2000 AD came, a year later?
77, 78, yeah.
Oh, he definitely would have been in there.
I wonder if he would. Could you imagine a dread by this guy?
Yeah, it would have been great, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did he do any stuff in the war magazines, like Warlord and that?
Not that I'm aware of.
Right. But I suppose if he's doing this, it's a full-time job, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wouldn't have time, especially if he's getting paid well as well.
Yeah.
Why would you do anything else?
He did that High Command book we looked at. I covered Montgomery and Churchill.
Yeah, but when was that from? That was from the 60s, wasn't it? I think that was the early 60s when he was doing Dandare around that time, just when he was breaking through.
Yeah.
Because he did Heros the Spartan as well, which is a fantastic strip. I think I'm not sure what that was.
When did he die? 76, did you say?
76, yeah.
So he would have come off the end. Well, it would still have been going because it went through right until the 90s, didn't it, Garth?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he'd have just carried on. But yeah, it would have been amazing to see him do some
dread.
Do some dread, yeah.
Yeah, it would have been crazy to have seen it. Says Garth went to 84. According to this list here.
84. Maybe they were reprinting.
Maybe.
Do you know, we should do some from sort of Steve Dowling's artwork from the first Garth, from the 40s. He has it. That's really good. Got the books of that.
I don't have any of that material. Ooh. Sorry. That's me.
Oh, he's gone.
This Mask of Atacama is from July 73.
Oh, right. Okay. So he had a way to go, yeah.
Yeah, and the last one he did was Lords of Space, which was May 80. Oh, no, I can't have done that. Can May 84? It must be printing thing. Let's see. 76. Yeah, the last one by Frank Bellamy was Ghost Town in August 76.
Right,
now,
okay.
That would be published after he died.
Yeah.
Because I think he died in June or July, just before that. So he's 2 months ahead.
I will be right back.
It's always handy being 2 months ahead, just in case you die.
Yeah.
give them a chance to get somebody to not give it to me.
Yeah. Oh dear. I was close to getting 2 strips. I did one was a Guinness Book of Record strips with a writer in late 80s, and we had a long discussion with him over months, and eventually it didn't happen.
Right.
And then more recently, about 7 or 8 years ago, I was doing something with Tim Quinn, and we were speaking to the guys over at the Mirror, and they were very keen, but again, it didn't happen. But I'd have loved to have done a daily strip.
Yeah. What was the strip you were going to be working on?
Well, the first one, like I say, was a Guinness Book of Records, so a daily record on this day in history.
Right.
And you have a Guinness Book of Record for every one. And the sample I did was, I think it was the land speed record.
Right.
And the other one I did about 10 strips as samples. That was something, I think it was called The Postman, and it was a Mickey take out of superheroes and adventure strips. I'll have to dig it out.
You still got the artwork for that?
I might have. I'll have to dig it out.
So was that Tim's story and your artwork?
Yeah. You'd have to talk amongst yourselves.
Just look at that lovely scribble on that arm on the top.
Look at that scribble.
Fantastic. Lovely. You know, we were saying before about getting it right. Imagine if you messed it up all that scratching and scribbling there. You'd probably just fill it in black, wouldn't he? All the blacks we've seen where his scribbling didn't work. He's rubbish, this Bellamy guy, isn't he?
Absolutely.
Here you go.
Who puts scribbles in their artwork?
Yeah, kids do that, don't they?
I've got it here. It was only a preview, so it's not. It was a digital job.
Right.
Hang on.
Here you go. So it was a page a day.
Mailman.
The mailman.
Porn film by Tim Quinn and
yeah. And it got really silly. They like went off in space.
Brown chicken, brown cow.
So he's sneaking in a little British flag and everything, and the robots and
that guy will
Special delivery, ma'am.
that guy will either get us shot or make us millions. I think I should do Comics Limited. You should put this in it.
Yeah, all right, yeah. Activate. Crunch. Lift off. There goes. Amazing. But where's Dan? He's knocked out. Oh, here come the bad guys.
Oh.
And whoosh, there he comes back down to earth. But something's happened to him, and he's completely naked. I think he ends up turning up in Parliament, and there's
completely naked.
Yeah, completely naked, and yeah, he can fly then.
What's he looking at?
And then the bad guys turn up.
Back there, yeah.
You've got like zombies and shit. There you go. Oh, there's Boris Johnson.
What was this for?
And then the rain starts to come, and then I don't know. That was the preview of it, and they liked it, but it never got anywhere.
I think you should put it out.
But it was good fun.
How many of those did you have done?
Oh, it was about 10, 12, something like that. Just knocked them out. Again, they weren't the final art. They were literally just digital sort of premise, like pre sketch kind of thing. It wouldn't have been the final thing. But
what you have there though looks awesome.
So, yeah,
it was all right. It was fun.
Yeah.
I mean, let's do it after print. So
yeah, I don't have the one from the 80s. That's just too far. That's too gone. Everything since then has been burned.
Oh.
All right, getting near the end here.
This is, look at that gorgeous stuff.
So what?
This is too good for a newspaper strip, isn't it?
She's that lady has a very strong rib cage.
She does, yeah. Sturdy girl.
She's got quite a lift and support going on there.
Got a nice bit of grease too.
Yeah. We hadn't noticed that.
Say the weird thing.
I look at the lighting in those two panels with the bars, with the prison bars. Gorgeous.
Yeah. It's amazing. Loving this too.
Yeah.
This looks great.
It's fantastic, isn't it? You can tell it's really sunny down in, where is he? Mexico or Peru or somewhere. Nicaragua.
Tijuana.
Look at that. I was thinking he pulls the birds, but he doesn't, does it? It's the same one all the time. Whack.
It's nice. Negative space there. Looks like he jumped from the Old West into the it's like Mongolian.
It's in it's the rest. It's conquistadors. It's all that lot.
It's South America,
in Central America, down in Mexico.
Yeah,
you know, down that way.
Conquistadors.
Conquistadors.
Have you seen that film by Mel Gibson about that? About the
Apocalyptico?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A long time ago.
All that crap those people go through, and then at the end, the Spanish longboats are on the horizon, and they don't know what they're in for. Oh, yeah. It's really awful. You feel sorry for them because they've been through a lot, and then these guys are just about to come ashore.
Come there and give them the clap from Europe.
Yeah. But Montezuma got his revenge.
Lovely face, that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a real masterclass in, black and white art, isn't it?
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
Sequential art, storytelling, daily strip work. Yeah.
It's a beaut.
One of the very best.
Line work here. Just great.
Do you know what I find sort of amusing in a way in real life, in the way that the conquistadors landed in Guatemala and all places like that, or what I now call those places, and they brought typhus and all the European diseases, and the indigenous people are complaining, and all the while they were chucking people off ziggurats and chopping their heads off and doing all sorts of stuff. So, you know, let's tell the whole story.
Yeah, but they don't want to tell the whole story, though. That'll ruin some narratives.
Yeah, it'll ruin their remuneration, won't it?
It's like they did I think it was last year, an Aztec version of Batman, an animated movie. And like the whole thing was like all the villains, all the Batman villains were Europeans coming to take them over. And like an ongoing joke about it was, when did Batman become pro-human sacrifice?
Yeah.
It was definitely interesting, that film. Did you? Wasn't there a manga one as well? Like
There was, but that was actually good. Yeah, Batman.
Yeah, that one was good. Yeah, that was really quite good. Yeah.
The animation style was great. Also,
Yeah.
They're making a second one, but I don't know when it's coming out.
Of what? The Aztec one or the?
Oh, probably the Aztec one too. But they're doing like a sequel to Batman Ninja, but it's like Batman Samurai or something.
Very good, Al. Batman-y. That's it.
Well,
it took me 4 times. I'm getting old.
Well, they did an anime or a manga version of Batman in the 90s that was pretty good, where like he's, I mean, obviously a Japanese billionaire instead of an American one, but I thought it was really good.
Yeah.
Artwork was fantastic.
I always wanted to see him do Metropolis by Gaslight.
The trouble is, Superman is so it's so overpowered now. If they did him like the original Superman, like bounding high buildings and all the rest of it,
that's what you do. Yeah, take it back to the original.
That would be a good Metropolis by Gaslight. Yes.
Yeah.
But Gotham by Gaslight is one of my favorite comic books.
It is. It's a great one. It started the whole Endgame or Worlds thing.
Yeah.
Well, was that before or after the Dark Knight and
after?
Was it after? Because that's really that was the Elseworlds, wasn't it? Dark Knight and the Killing Joke.
Dark Knight kind of got the Elseworlds title later. It wasn't
right. Okay.
It was just at the time it was just one of the many possible futures of DC.
Right. Okay.
That they had.
Yep. I'm not sure if Killing Joke was ever labeled as Elseworlds.
It wasn't.
Was it not? Yeah. Oh, it should have been.
Yeah, absolutely should have been.
But still, it's superb. As a standalone Batman book. Yeah, it's brilliant. And Gotham by Gaslight is just fantastic.
They did it, Gotham by Gaslight too, I thought, didn't they?
They did. I don't know.
Yeah, they did. They also did an animated movie. An animated version that was horrible.
Yeah, it was hideous, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, they made Commissioner Gordon Jack the Ripper.
Oh, yeah, like, what are you doing?
Yeah. Like, halfway through the movie, and they didn't introduce his long-lost uncle, who in the original comic was Jack the Ripper.
Yeah.
I was like, so they're going to change it. Okay. It's like when they did Hush, the Hush animated movie, which is one of my favorite comic stories from Batman.
Yeah.
They ruined it by making the Riddler Hush.
Oh.
It's like, go away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never mind.
That was Garth, Frank Bellamy, folks, from Titan. And on Fridays, we're going to be going through Rocco Vargas.
The artwork looks a lot like Charles Burns.
Yeah, it does a little. Yeah, I can see where you pull that from. I think the interior, though, really looks a lot more like Hergé.
Oh, yeah, I see it now.
Yeah.
It's bonkers stuff.
Fun. Great fun stuff. Daniel Torres, Rocco Vargas. Coming up on Friday, folks. Next Sunday, be here next week at 9 a.m. as we begin Akira, the classic Japanese manga.
Which one? What show is this? Friday or Sunday?
Friday's Rocco.
Friday is
okay.
Rocco. Sunday's Akira.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, Y'all seem to do all the ones I'm excited about when I can't be here. Darn it!
Well, that's why we moved Akira over to Sundays, because Allison wanted to be here and has a rougher time getting up early Friday mornings than she does Sunday mornings. So hopefully she'll be able to be here next week to join us as we look through Akira, folks.
Yeah, Akira's one of my favorite comics of all time, so I'm excited.
Very much one of the big iconic classics from worldwide. Stop by then, folks. Mitch, why don't you tell folks how they can find you?
Well, you can find me at Linktree /Celtic Cross Studios, where you can find basically everything there on my website, online comics stuff. You can find my online comics at globalcomicsintopass.com, which I've been, like I say every week, I've been revamping the original Boger miniseries and putting it out, each issue out when I'm done with them. And keep an eye out for the Shivers crowdfunding campaign, which will come probably in the next within 2 months. I'm hoping.
All right, Russ, tell folks how they can find you.
Yeah, you can find me at russleach.com. Go there, sign up to the email list. We'll tell you all about the Atlantean. If you want to find the latest issue, it's over at fundmycomic.com/theatlantean4. The crowdfunder is open for the next 4 or 5 weeks, and doing okay. 69, nice. We'll be
69.
We'll be on a few shows leading up to the crescendo of that campaign. But check out russleach.com, sign up for the email list, and we'll let you know when all is going on.
And if you know of a podcast you think we would be good on, let us know. Let them know. We'd be more than happy to spread the word here on this great book. Let's renew the page. We're still sitting at 69. 239% of the goal. 40 days to go, folks. $15. You can get issue number 4. For $50, you can get, what is that, 1 through 4?
Yep, 1 through 4.
$10. $25, you can get 2 copies of 4. You and your friends. Then for $55, you can get this great omnibus book that's got Shadow Kingdom and the first 2 Atlanteans in it, plus Atlantean 3A and 4 for only $55. And this will be the last time we'll be offering that omnibus collection with that great, fantastic cover. And again, $45, you can get a book plus signed print. For $95, you can get a sketch from Russ. More than happy to do that for you, along with the book. And sorry, we're sold out of that one, but for $200, you can get a page of original art from the book. There's some great pages available, fantastic pages. $80, you get everything. First 4 Atlanteans plus the hardcover Shadow Kingdom book with the story in color. It's great. $80, folks. You save $25 off of the suggested retail price. So fundmycomic.com. Go and look for the Atlantean 4. Appreciate it if you did. Thank you very much. Glenn, please tell folks how they can find you.
You can usually find me on these shows. I've been out of action a couple of weeks, but anyway, I'm back. Randy's show Friday and Sundays. You can find my work on Fun My Comic, and you can find the biggest amount of it on Amazon. Got 12 books on there, various subjects. But if you put my name in Google, something will come up. Hopefully, it'll be good.
All right. And folks, I've been your host, Randy Zimmerman. You can find my work. Just look for me on Amazon or eBay or whatever. Something strange will come up, I'm sure. War of the Worlds Infestation books available on Amazon that I wrote. It's an updating of the novel, War of the Worlds. Martians started invading again. This time they've kicked their little bacterial problem, and we just can't get past our politics. It turns into a real war. So it's a lot of fun. All of the Atlanteans are available over there as well in multiple different formats. You get a digest size book of the Shadow Kingdom over there for $20. Real, and it's a nice product. All of those books are really good, well printed. Again, folks, we'll be back here on Friday morning, 5 a.m. We are archived. We know a lot of you watch our show after we're done recording it. We deeply appreciate you as well. Please leave a like or a love or a comment, even a thumbs down goes to help the visibility of this channel. Deeply appreciate you. We're not here begging for money. We don't have sponsors. You can super chat if you're watching us from the Indie Comics Network, and rest assured that any super chat that you send to us goes to the Indie Comics Network to help keep their lights on and their StreamYard running. We're not making any money off of this. We do this because we love it. We love looking at this stuff. We love this art form. And I'd say we love the industry, but that's not really, doesn't hold true 100% for everybody.
We love the medium.
We love the medium. Yes. All right, folks. We'll see you on the next one. I guess. Anything else? Go visit your local retailer. Give comics away as gifts. Talk positive about comics instead of all this negative trolling BS out there. We're starting to stay. We may be starting to see some of this entertainment stuff turn around, and that would be really good. But in the meantime, there's a reason why you have that nostalgic feeling for those great comics in your collections, because they were great. Go back, reread those, remind yourself how great this art form and this I would say Indian industry again, this medium is, and remind your friends. Give comics away as gifts if you can. Help us out. Help your retailer out. Buy alternative and independent comics, especially ours.
Especially ours.
All right, on our way out the door, we have a little advertisement for the Atlantean, and I have a news item about the latest piece of shit from Sony. So hang on for that.
Say what you mean, Randy.
Meantime, we'll see you on the next one. Hope you can find us.
Get the Sony shit. It's the latest thing.
There we are. Oh, I'll play that first then.
It's being called the biggest fucking waste of your hard-earned money to come along in years. Sony's new stupid box thing hit the shelves at crowded malls and overpriced electronics stores around the country today.
It's got a whole bunch more memory and megapixels and whatnot than any of the other TV shit that I already have. I can't wait to get home and spend my whole fucking night trying to figure the goddamn thing out.
If you can somehow claw and bite your way through the impossible to open packaging, this stupid piece of shit offers a wide variety of frustrating as hell functions, including flashing random fucking words and numbers on its display screen, not coming with the fucking little doohickey thing it's supposed to, and being goddamned ass backward as fuck. Sony spokesman Alan Compton said the company designed this sucking fucking goddamn thing to make everyone in the modern home want to tear their fucking eyeballs out.
We listened hard to what our customers said they wanted the most out of their own home entertainment system, and then we pumped out this impossible to use fucking piece of shit.
Anyone mystified by the device's numerous extraneous features can scroll through the interactive help menu, a labyrinthine maze of indecipherable topics of use to fucking no one.
We want people to be screaming in unison from houses across the country. Work, you cocksucking piece of shit. What is wrong with you? Why can't you work like a normal machine?
I love bullshit like this. Basically, I'll buy any goddamn thing that I see in an ad.
The fucking piece of shit is available now. So run out and pick one up and invite all of your friends over to see if any of them can figure out this motherfucking time vampire. Unless one of them is a rocket scientist, Sony pretty much guarantees they'll have no chance. For the Onion News Network, I'm Jeff Tate.
Thanks, Jeff. Sony says they plan to release an upgraded 800-gigabyte version of this piece of shit by the end of the year, just when you figured out the goddamn remote control for this one. It never ends, this shit.
Was that last guy from This Island Earth?
I think so. It never ends, this shit.
You know, you don't. I'll tell you how true that is, because our TV packed up the other day.
Remember, we're still on the air.
The TV packed up the other day, and we're taking it back, and it's going to be a week before it comes back.
Oh, man.
So we're watching any television on Helen's laptop, and you've got to sign in for everything. Want to watch something like, you know, you want to watch ITV, iPlayer, great. Oh, tell us where you live and what you like to eat and all the rest of it. And so we thought,
sucking piece of shit, iPlayer.
Oh, we just went bollocks and just watch YouTube instead, you know.
Joke's on you, bitch. I love this shit.
It's just a waste of time. You know, I'm really old, right? But when I used to get up in the TV, you used to press the button and it used to come on. Now you've got to put your ID in it and who the fucking hell, whatever's going on.
I liked it when you had 3 channels. You know what?
Yeah.
When I was a kid, there were 6 buttons. There were 6 buttons on the box. Okay, 3 channels and 3 spare. That's what you want.
We're still on the air, folks. We'll see you soon. Take care, everybody.
That's what done, yeah.
Hi, y'all. It's time for Appalachian Word of the Day. The word of the day is juicy. Lord, do you see the size of the antlers on that deer?
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit. Taste the